Hi everybody, Tammy Mull here. Welcome to your mat and welcome to your practice. For today's practice, we will need a chair and something without arms, just a simple, it can even be a folding chair, and possibly a strap. And as you know, I use ties. You can get, if you actually have a yoga strap, get it. If not, just grab a belt or a tie and then restart the segment. All right, let's start on the edge of our chair. And I have to kick my shoes off here. All right, getting our feet nice and ground down into the mat, to your floor, just seated on the edge. A nice straight spine. And let's roll those shoulders back. And just start with some nice deep inhales and exhales. Just being aware of your breath, taking away the chaos of the day, pushing everything out of your mind. If thoughts come in, just let them come through. As you just bring your awareness to your breath. As always, I'm appreciative to Epidemic Sounds for our music. Now let's take our breath to the next step, making our inhales and exhales all through the nose. Let's try to make them very, very deep. Inhaling to a count of 4. And then retaining for a count of 4. And then exhaling to a count of 4. And let's place our hands on our heart, feeling maybe the beat of your heart, or maybe the warmth of your hands. Feeling the rise with the inhale and the fall with the exhale. This time I'd like for you to think about what it is that you need right now in this moment. And we're going to set our intention. An intention is a word, prayer, scripture, mantra, something you bring into your life or something you send out. So at this time, let's set your intention. After setting your intention, let's do an audible exhale through the mouth. To seal that intention and send it out. Let's open our eyes if they're closed, or release our hands down to our knees, upper thighs, maybe bringing our feet a little wider than hips distance as we start our gentle warm up from head to toe. So let's start by inhaling, lifting the chin, looking up, and then exhale, bringing that chin to your chest. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. let's take it deeper. This time when we inhale up, let's roll our shoulders back, lengthening the chest muscles, maybe arching the spine a little bit, just like a seated cow. And then on the exhale, let's round that spine and bring the chin in as we round our shoulders, coming into seated cat. And flowing at your own pace from cow to cat. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Now let's come back to center. Awesome. Now on this next asana, we're going to just inhale our shoulders up to our ears, and then on the exhale, we're going to slowly round them back down, making a semicircle. So inhale up, and then exhale, round back. Inhale up and exhale back. One more. Inhale up and exhale back. Awesome, awesome. Now let's bring those hands out in front, closing your thumbs in and wrapping your fingers around to make fists. Let's do some nice circles in both directions. I can hear the snapping in my left wrist. It needed this. All right, now let's press one at a time. Press down and then pull back and press down and pull back and shake them out. Fantastic. All right, on our next inhale, let's inhale those arms up parallel to our ears and interlace your fingers, and then flip the palms up towards the sky. As we stretch our spines nice and long, just breathing in all that oxygen. Now on our next inhale, let's move our upper body to the right, keeping everything below the navel stationary. And avoid rolling forward, as we want to keep our chest nice and open. Now on our next inhale, let's come back up to center. And now let's repeat this on the left, gently. Coming over to the left, keeping both feet ground down. And back up to center. Now it's up to you. You can keep with this flow, going from right to left at your own pace, or we can add this. Come to your right, and then we're just going to slowly come forward into a forward fold, swinging around, and then coming into the left. Seated swaying palm. From seated Talasana to seated swaying palm. And again, please feel free to just stay up here if coming forward is not in your practice. And let's flow one more time to each side. And then we'll come back up to center. And gently release those arms down. Maybe shaking out your shoulders, your upper arms, whatever your body might need. Okay, I'm going to scoot back a little bit so you can see my toes. Okay, on our next inhale, let's lift the right foot up and extend it out in front of us. And I'm going to be turning off and on so that you can see what we're doing. It doesn't have to be super high because notice how I sway back. Keep your spine nice and straight and up. And we're just going to do some planters, some point flex here. You can just brace your hands on the sides of your chair or on your hips. So on the inhale, let's point, exhale, flex. Inhale, point, exhale, flex. Inhale, point, and exhale, flex. One more inhale, let's hold in this point for 1, 2, and 3. Now let's flex, keeping that leg up if you can, holding here for 1, 2, and 3. And release it down, shake it out. All right, on to the left. Let's lift that left leg up to wherever is comfortable for you, where we can still keep our posture nice and straight, and go into our planters. So we will point on the inhale and flex on the exhale. Point and flex. Point and flex. And one more. Let's point and flex. Now let's hold in point. Really engaging the thigh for 2, 3, keeping that spine straight. And now let's flex, holding that leg up, keeping your spine straight for 2 and 3, and release it down, shake it out. All right. Now let's bring the right leg up again into somewhat of a 90. And then we're just going to gently open it out to the side. And you'll still have the support of the chair under your seat, keeping the spine nice and straight, the chest open, and just keep that up. Breathing into it. And bring it back. And let's open it again. Holding. And bring it back. One more. Open. Keeping that spine nice and straight. And you can support it if you feel like it's going to drop down, or you can even tap the toe on the mat. And bring it back and drop it down, shake it out. Now let's try the same thing on the left. So we'll just inhale that leg up into a 90 with the flexed toes. And then inhale it open. And holding here again, keeping that posture nice and straight. And close it. Let's open again for 2. Keeping those toes flexed. And close. And for a third time, let's inhale it over. Holding for a few breaths here. Remembering you can support it if you need to, or tap the toe down. And let's come back and drop it down. Shake them out. Awesome, awesome. All right. Let's go into a warrior series with the chair assisting us. A lot of times people will tell me in my classes that their legs quiver during the warrior series. So I thought we would try it with the chair. So what we do in the chair is we just simply come back, straddling the chair like so. And then we are going to turn with the left leg, turn towards the left, and your right foot is back in a runner's lunge. And you still have all of the support, trying to square those hips. And then we're just going to simply come up into our warrior one. And your front foot may be totally on the floor. You may just have your toes on the floor, depending on your chair and your anatomy. On our next inhale, let's bring that left arm forward and the right arm back, opening the body, allowing that chair to support us, but both feet are still on the ground. And we're going to look over the right middle finger, left middle finger. Now on the next inhale, let's flip that palm and bring it all the way up, bringing that right arm back down the back thigh, coming into your version of peaceful warrior or reverse warrior. Now on our next inhale, let's come back to the warrior two. Awesome, awesome. Now, we are going to do something instead of warrior three here. We're going to try something different. So what we'll do is just swing this back right arm up, coming back up like into warrior one. And then we're just going to slowly hinge forward, bringing our chest towards our knee. And you can keep your hands parallel or you can interlace them and have them out in front. Now let's slowly come back up. And if your fingers are interlaced, we'll release those. We're going to come back to our warrior two from here. And then we're just going to open up and switch, bringing the right knee bent and the left leg back to runner's lunge, and then just swing that left arm up, coming into your warrior one on this side. Now on our next inhale, let's bring that right hand forward and the left back, opening into your warrior two, looking over those front middle fingers. Now let's flip that right palm and slowly come back into your reverse warrior, peaceful warrior. Maybe looking up into the heavens for your guidance. As many of you are starting your day, and some of you are ending your day. Two, and then we'll just slide that back arm up to warrior one, interlacing the fingers, and we'll slowly hinge forward, keeping that chest open and that chin up, bringing your chest towards your front thigh, knee. One more breath here. And we'll slowly come back up, releasing the hands, coming back into the warrior two, and then again, opening up and bringing our hands down, relaxing them, maybe placing your hands right here, keeping the legs straddled here on the chair, and my toes are at a 45-degree angle. And again, chest open and upright. I know that I stress that so often, but in today's world, we are all extending our upper back muscles and contracting our chest muscles with our actions of our phone, laptops, we're desk jobs. Just so often we're in this position. So throughout the practice, we try to correct that with opening that chest and contracting the upper back muscles. So next, if you have your strap, you can grab it and And anytime during the practice, if you need to take a break or drink, it's your practice, your body, please do so. All right, we're going to use the straps, and we're just going to place them like our hands on our knees with the strap. And our body's nice and straight. And now inhale those arms all the way up. And now we're just going to go to the right like we did in the beginning, but keep those arms wide. And then back up. And now let's go to the left. Feeling that stretch in that right oblique and the contraction in your left oblique. And up. And back to the right. And up. And one more to the left. And up. Okay, now let's keep our hands up like this in this position, and we're just going to simply turn our upper body to the right, as if we're going to look back at the right side of that chair, keeping below the navel stationary. Your feet ground down. And back up. And now let's try that to the left. Stretching as far as your body allows. And back. Let's do that one more time on each side. Feeling that stretch down the back of your ribs. Maybe your arms can't make it all the way up, just right here. When I was recovering from my breast surgery, they removed all the lymph nodes from my left armpit, and I could not lift this arm at all. So an exercise like this would have been very difficult. Coming back to center, and now let's go back to the left. You never know what somebody is going through or where they are on their journey, so remember, your practice is your practice, and their practice is their practice. Okay, come back to center and release it down, shake it out. All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Now let's bring our legs in and come up, and we're going to face our chair now. And I'm going to turn mine so that you can see the demo. And first, let's just bring our arms down to the front of the chair and just walk back to where you can feel a nice stretch, kind of like the feel that you would get in your down dog. Just nice arm's length distance between you and the front of the chair. And just bring those ears down parallel with your upper arms. And just really stretching into that. And now let's come up, straightening the arms. As you see, I'm kind of up. You may need to take a step in. And in this position, you can keep your hands flat, or you can hold the sides of the chair, whatever feels comfortable for you. And at this point, let's raise that right leg up just with squared hips, like a three-legged dog. Just feeling how that might feel. Now let's bend. We have the right leg extended, so let's bend the knee of the left leg and bring that right foot back and tap the toe on your floor, mat, carpet, whatever you're on. And then back up to three-legged dog. And bend for 2. And exhale back up. Inhale down for 3. And exhale back up. And release that foot down, and let's walk it out. Awesome, awesome. Okay, now we're going to try that on the left. So we're going to just gently lift that left leg with a squared hip. Remember, you have all of your balance here and support with this chair. And we're going to bend the right knee and bring that left foot back and tap that toe back on the mat. Feeling that all down through this hip. And back up. And for 2, let's inhale. And back up. And 3, down. And back up. Release it down and walk it out again. Fantastic, guys. Okay. Now, our next asana is going to be bringing our right foot up on the chair, just wherever you feel comfortable. And you may want to grab the back of the chair for support. And you can stay right here during this, or if you can, let's bring our hands up to hearts. I always bring them to heart center and then open them to cactus arms. So, it'll be just like this, or you're welcome to be like this. Now, we're going to be up here, and then on the inhale, we're going to lean into that hip and bring those arms down to our body. So it's just like here, and then bring it down on the inhale, and then exhale back up. And inhale, and of course you're welcome to hold the chair. If it's not in your practice to let go of the chair yet. And this is 4. And 5. Awesome, let's hold here in 5. And come up, bringing the hands back to the chair. Now, let's see if we can bring our hands down to frame our foot on the seat of the chair. And if you can, if you have your right leg bent up on the seat of the chair, let's leave the left hand holding on, gripping the chair or flat on the top of the chair, depending on your chair. And then we're going to slowly lift the right arm up and extend it to the sky, stretching open. And bring it back down. And now coming up, and we're going to bring our hands behind us, and you can interlace your fingers, or you can just place them, your hands on your buttocks, whatever works for you. And then we're going to just lean, just like we did before, lean back into that front hip, and then try to raise those arms a little bit, feeling that stretch as you contract those upper back muscles, opening those chest muscles, strengthening your upper arm, strengthening your leg. And we'll slowly come back out of it and release your hands and shake it out. All right, let's bring that right leg down, and we're going to place the left leg up. Awesome, awesome. Once again, getting your posture, whether it's grabbing here or holding at heart center or the full cactus arms. And we'll start by inhaling and exhaling. And now on the next inhale, let's come forward, coming into that hip. And exhale up. And inhale for 2. And exhale up. Inhale for 3. And exhale up. And inhale for 4. Exhale up. And the last one we're going to hold. Inhale for 5. Let's hold. Feeling that stretch. Awesome. Now let's bring our hands to the back of the chair and then slowly down to frame the foot. And because our left foot is up, we will keep the right hand for support on the chair. And then we're going to slowly lift that left hand up into the air. Feeling that stretch. One more breath, and then bring that down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, now let's come back up, and we're going to bring our hands behind us. And again, you can place them on your buttocks or interlace your fingers if it's in your practice. This is kind of a form of Aswasanchalasana, horse riding pose with the chair. So now on the next breath, let's lean into that front hip and try to raise those arms if it's in your practice, or you can keep them here or even here, wherever you are today. Stretching that hip, feeling that all through that hip. And now we'll come back up and release your hands. And let's slowly bring our leg back down and shake it out. And now we're going to go behind our chair. So just get behind your chair. And we are going to, I'm going to turn mine this way so you can see me. Well, I'll start here. Who knows what I'll do, but play along as we go. We are going to do tree today assisted by the chair. So remember in tree, we usually are working on our balance, and so we look at a drishti, a non-moving focal point. Well, I still would like you to do that and to try to let go of the chair, but the chair will just be there in case you need it. So we want to grind our feet down, hips distance apart, and imagine the earth's roots coming up and holding onto your feet, giving you that extra balance that you need. So let's bring our hands to heart center. And of course, at any time if you need to hold the chair, go there. And now let's bring that right toe out, point it out, and then bring it into your ankle. And this may be your tree. And if you want to try to raise the tree a little higher, bring it to the inner calf or above the knee, up to the thigh. Let's not place it directly on the knee because we don't want to injure the knee. But the whole idea is to have this nice and open. And you do have your chair for support. And then we'll slowly try to grow our branches nice and tall, coming into your version of your tree. Okay, let's bring those branches back down. Awesome. And now instead of releasing the leg down to the floor, let's bring it out in front of us, just like we did seated earlier. And we can hold onto our chair at any time. Bring it out at that 90-degree angle in front. And now let's try to open that leg out to the side. So it's just like when it was in the tree, and now we have it open. And you're getting your balance off of this bottom foot. You have your chair for support. If you should feel a Charlie horse in this hip, just tap the toe down. Give it a little reprieve. All right, let's bring it back in and release it down. Now let's try the same process on the left. So grind down, getting your grounding, getting your balance. And let's bring those hands to heart center, and you have your chair for support. Bring that left toe out, and then slowly bring that foot into the ankle. And bring it up to your calf. Or if it's in your practice, all the way up to the thigh. But this is just as much tree as that is. Looking at your non-moving focal point. And just grow your tree. Your beautiful tree. Maybe you're a swaying tree. Awesome. Now let's bring those branches back down. And again, you have your chair for support. Let's move that foot out to a 90-degree angle in front of us. And now we're going to open that leg out to the left. Honoring your body if you need to tap the foot down, or you need to hold the chair. And bring it back and shake it out. Awesome, awesome. All right, next we are going to come down to the floor and we are going to put our feet up on the chair. Just like so. So kind of like legs up the wall, but we have the assistance of the chair. If you can see, I'm resting on my forearms here, just facing the chair. Let's lift our legs. Just hold here, engaging your abs. Maybe bringing your nose a little closer to your knees. Just resting here. Two more breaths. And release those knees down. And let's lay our backs, remove those forearms, letting each vertebrae of the spine melt down to the mat. Resting those shoulders on the mat. Maybe lifting up, tucking the shoulder blades. Feels awesome. All right, bring those arms out to a T. And let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Maybe bringing your right hand and pushing against that right knee. And release it. Now let's take both hands and we're going to interlace our fingers behind this left thigh. And then bring it in, lift it up off the chair, bringing that in towards our face, our head, our chest. Maybe pushing with that right elbow away at that right knee. Feeling that through that right hip. And let's release it back to the chair. Bringing those arms out wide to a T. Now let's just bring this right ankle that is crossed over the left knee and just cross it over a little bit. Just cross it a little like a cross leg. Going from like what I would call a man's position to a lady's position. I'm sure that's not the right way to say anything at this time in the world, but it's just what's going through my mind. So just let that cross. And let's bring it out and shake it out. Okay. Now let's cross our left ankle across the right knee, back to the man cross as I call it. And we will use our left hand to push away at that left knee. Breathing deep. And now we're going to interlace those fingers behind the right thigh, lifting it up and bringing it all in towards our chest. Pushing away with that left knee with our left elbow. And release it down. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Bring those arms out to a T. And let's do our lady cross on this side. Crossing it a little deeper. Maybe looking to your left. And let's release it and shake it out. Okay, we're going to slowly hug our knees into our chest, maybe rocking a little bit side to side. And then coming into a happy baby, bringing those legs up to a 90-degree bend, bringing our hands to the outside of our feet, pushing with the feet and pulling with the hands. As you rock your version of happy baby, maybe right here, you may bring your soles together, straighten one leg at a time, your version of happy baby. And now we're going to gently move our chairs to the side. And I invite you to come to Savasana. Lying down, letting each vertebrae melt into the mat. Hands up for receiving, palms up for receiving, or palms down for grounding. Your practice, your body. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your intention as you relax down. Feeling the breath as you lie here in stillness, allowing the earth to surround you and comfort you. Just you and your breath. Allowing every part of your body to surrender to your mat, to lie there in total stillness, relaxation, as you allow your breath to enter and travel to the lungs, and then the lungs exchange it, and the energy is traveling to all of your organs and tissues, everywhere, healing your body. And in each of those organs, tissues, are sending back what no longer serves them. As you exhale, I invite you now to bring your awareness back to the room by gently wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, maybe extending your arms overhead in a full body stretch. Remaining in your relaxed state, you may want to turn to one side into a fetal position. As we slowly make our way up to a comfortable seat, let's bring those hands to heart center. Let's do a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let's rub our palms briskly, feeling that friction and that heat building in the palms. And then place those palms over your eyes, cupping your palms over your eyes. Open your eyes. Bring those palms down your face, down your entire body, anywhere that may need a healing touch today. And then bring your palms back up. It's been my privilege and honor to guide you today. Remember, yoga is for everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this segment and that you have a wonderful day full of peace and joy. As always, keep loving and living. Namaste.